Hey Gemini, welcome back to this reading. So I just sat down with my deck because something has been pulling at me about your energy lately, and I need to share what came through. This reading is specifically about someone in your life who has been showing some pretty jealous behavior toward you, and oh my goodness, what the cards revealed about their karma situation is something you absolutely need to hear. Before we dive in, I want you to know this reading showed up with such clarity. The universe has been watching everything that has been happening around you. And trust me when I say that divine justice is already in motion. So get comfortable because we have a lot to unpack here. And by the end of this, you are going to understand exactly why everything is unfolding the way it is. Let me start by pulling the first card to see what energy we are dealing with here. The card that came out is King of Wands. And Gemini, this is so telling right from the start. This card is showing me that there is someone in your orbit, likely a masculine energy or someone who carries very dominant, assertive vibes, who has been watching your success and growth with a lot of complicated feelings. This person sees how you have been stepping into your power lately, how you have been taking charge of situations, how your confidence has been growing, and honestly, Gemini, they are not handling it well at all. What I find really interesting about the King of Wands appearing here is that this card usually represents someone who is charismatic, who is a natural leader, someone who commands respect. But when this energy shows up in the context of jealousy, it tells me this person used to be in a position where they felt superior to you, or at least equal, and now they are watching you rise in ways that make them deeply uncomfortable. They might have even been the one giving you advice before, acting like they had it all figured out, and now they are seeing you actually implement things and succeed in ways they have not been able to. This King of Wands energy is also showing me that this person has been making comments, maybe subtle ones at first, trying to undermine your achievements. You know those little remarks that seem like jokes but have a sharp edge to them? That is what I am picking up. They might have mocked your ideas, laughed at your ambitions, or made you feel like you were reaching for something unrealistic. And Gemini, I need you to understand that every single one of those comments came from a place of deep insecurity within them, not from any truth about your capabilities. The King of Wands can also indicate that this person has been trying to maintain an image of success and control in their own life. But behind the scenes, things are not going as well as they pretend. So when they see you genuinely thriving, it holds up a mirror to their own stagnation, and instead of being inspired by you or happy for you, they have chosen the low road of jealousy and mockery. This person might be someone in your professional circle, could be someone you used to be close with, or even someone in your family who always position themselves as the successful one. But the energy here is clear. They have been watching you with envy, and they have not been subtle about trying to dim your light. Now let me pull the next card because I want to see what this person has actually been doing behind your back. The Six of Swords just came out. And Gemini, this is the confirmation of what I was sensing. This card is literally about movement, transition, and moving away from troubled waters. But in the context of this reading, it is showing me that this jealous person has been actively trying to create situations where you would have to retreat or move away from opportunities. The Six of Swords is telling me this person has been working to make your environment uncomfortable. They might have spread rumors, talked negatively about you to others, or created drama that was designed to push you out of spaces where you were succeeding. This is someone who could not stand to see you in your element, so they tried to poison the well, so to speak. They wanted you to feel like you had to leave, to give up, to move on from something good, because they made the atmosphere so toxic. What is really showing up strongly here is that this person did this in a calculated way. The Six of Swords has this quality of planned movement. It is not chaotic or random. So this tells me that their actions against you were deliberate. They saw you getting attention, recognition, or success, and they systematically started planting seeds of doubt about you with others. Maybe they questioned your competence in meetings. Maybe they shared your personal struggles with people who did not need to know. Maybe they tried to take credit for your ideas or paint you as difficult to work with. For some of you watching this, the Six of Swords might literally indicate that this person tried to get you removed from a position or pushed out of a social circle. They wanted you gone because your presence was a constant reminder of what they were not achieving. And Gemini, the sad part about this energy is that this person probably smiled to your face while doing all of this behind your back. That is the really painful element of betrayal that I am seeing here. But here is what you need to understand about the Six of Swords in this position. While it shows their attempts to push you away, it also represents your resilience and your ability to navigate through troubled situations with grace. You might have felt that toxic energy. You might have even chosen to step back from certain situations, but you did it with wisdom. You did not stay in battles that were beneath you. You moved with intention toward better opportunities, and that decision is going to prove to be one of the smartest moves you could have made. All right, let me pull another card because I want to see what was really motivating this behavior from this person. Justice just appeared. And Gemini, do you understand the significance of this card showing up right now? Justice is the card of karma, of cause and effect, of universal balance. This card appearing in this position tells me that what motivated this person's jealous behavior was actually their own awareness, on some level, that they have not been operating with integrity. Justice is showing me that this person knows deep down that their success or their position has not been entirely earned through honest means. Maybe they cut corners, maybe they stepped on people to get where they are, maybe they have been coasting on charm rather than actual substance. And when they see you, Gemini, doing things the right way, putting in genuine effort, building something real through hard work and authenticity, it triggers something in them. It reminds them of their own shortcuts and hollow achievements. The Justice card is really fascinating here because it indicates that this person's jealousy is rooted in a fear that the truth will come out. They see your genuine growth and they panic because they know that when you are measured by the same standards, they will be found lacking. So their mockery of you, their attempts to undermine you, all of that has been a defensive strategy. They are trying to tear you down before anyone can make the comparison and see that you are actually operating on a much higher level of integrity than they are. What I am also getting from Justice in this position is that this person might have actually wronged you in the past in some way, and they never made it right. Maybe they took something from you, an opportunity, credit for work. Maybe they betrayed your trust. And instead of owning up to it and apologizing, they have been trying to justify their actions by convincing themselves and others that you deserved it somehow. That is why they mock you. Because if they can paint you as less capable or less worthy, then they can feel better about what they did to you. Justice is also telling me that the universe has been keeping tabs on all of this. Every snide comment, every act of sabotage, every moment where this person chose to operate from jealousy rather than taking responsibility for their own growth, all of it has been recorded in the cosmic ledger, if you will. And Gemini, Justice does not forget. This card is here to tell you that balance is coming, and it is coming in a way that this person is not going to be able to avoid or manipulate their way out of. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what is actually happening in this person's life right now as a result of their behavior. Temperance came out, but it is showing up in reverse energy here, meaning the absence of temperance. And Gemini, this makes so much sense. While you have been maintaining your balance, growing steadily, and handling challenges with maturity, this jealous person's life is becoming increasingly chaotic and unbalanced. The absence of temperance energy indicates that this person is dealing with extremes right now. Nothing in their life is flowing smoothly. They are experiencing turbulence in multiple areas: relationships, career, finances, emotional well-being. And what is really interesting is that this imbalance is a direct result of the negative energy they have been putting out toward you, and probably others as well. You cannot spend your time focused on tearing others down and expect your own life to remain stable and harmonious. What I am seeing with this temperance reversal is that this person has lost their ability to moderate their own reactions and emotions. They have become obsessive about watching your progress. They check your social media constantly, They ask mutual acquaintances about you. They cannot stop comparing their life to yours, and every time they see you doing well, it sends them into a spiral. This obsession is literally consuming them and creating massive instability in their personal life. The absent temperance is also showing me that this person is burning bridges left and right. Their jealous behavior is not just directed at you anymore. Other people are starting to notice their pattern of negativity and envy. They are gossiping too much, complaining too much, showing their jealous side too openly, and it is damaging their reputation. People are starting to distance themselves because nobody wants to be around that kind of toxic energy all the time. For some of you, this card is indicating that this person is also dealing with health issues related to stress. Their inability to find balance, their constant state of agitation and comparison, it is taking a physical toll. They might be having trouble sleeping, experiencing anxiety, dealing with stress-related health problems. And the ironic part, Gemini, is that while they have been so focused on your downfall, they have been orchestrating their own. What Temperance in reverse is really highlighting here is that this person needs healing, and they need to learn moderation and self-control, but they are refusing to do the inner work. Instead of looking at why they feel so threatened by your success, instead of working on their own growth, they are doubling down on the jealousy and bitterness. And that choice is creating a karmic consequence that is going to be really difficult for them to recover from. Now I want to pull another card to see what specific karma is manifesting for this person. The Nine of Pentacles just appeared, and Gemini, the message here is powerful. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of self-made success, independence, and enjoying the fruits of your own labor. This card showing up in the karma position tells me that what this person is losing as a result of their jealous behavior is exactly what they were jealous of you having. The Nine of Pentacles represents financial stability, professional recognition, and the satisfaction that comes from knowing you built something through your own efforts. And the karma that is hitting this person is that they are going to watch all of these things slip through their fingers while you continue to embody this energy more and more. They mocked your success, they tried to sabotage your stability, and now the universe is showing them what it is actually like to lose those things. What I am seeing specifically is that opportunities this person thought were secure are going to fall through. That job they bragged about, that relationship they flaunted, that financial situation they acted so superior about, it is all going to become unstable. And the timing of this is not coincidental, Gemini. As you step further into your Nine of Pentacles energy, becoming more self-sufficient, more successful, more at peace with what you have built, this person is going to experience the opposite trajectory. The Nine of Pentacles is also about dignity and grace, and part of this person's karma is that they are going to lose both. Remember how they mocked you, maybe publicly, maybe they tried to embarrass you or make you look foolish. That same energy is going to come back to them. They are going to find themselves in situations where they lose face, where their incompetence or their true character is revealed to people whose opinions they care about. The humiliation they tried to inflict on you is going to become their own experience. What is really beautiful about the Nine of Pentacles appearing here is that it is also confirmation for you, Gemini. While their karma unfolds, you are going to be thriving in your independence. This card is telling me that you are entering or already in a phase where you do not need validation from others, where you are not dependent on anyone who does not have your best interests at heart. You are building something solid, something real, and no amount of jealousy from others can take that away from you. The Nine of Pentacles also speaks to refinement and sophistication in how you handle success. You are not going to gloat about this person's downfall. You are not going to stoop to their level. You are simply going to continue focusing on your own garden, so to speak, tending to your own growth and letting your results speak for themselves. And that grace, that refusal to engage with their negativity is actually part of what amplifies their karma because it highlights the contrast between who you are and who they have chosen to be. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what the aftermath of this karma looks like for this person. The Hangman just came out. And Gemini, this card is telling me that this person is heading into a period of forced pause and perspective shift. The Hanged Man represents suspension, being stuck, having to look at things from a completely different angle, often through circumstances beyond your control. What this means for this jealous person is that they are going to hit a point where they cannot move forward the way they have been. All their manipulations, all their attempts to undermine others and elevate themselves through dishonest means, it is all going to catch up with them in a way that brings everything to a standstill. They might face a situation where they are suspended from a position, where they have to put their plans on hold, where they are forced into a waiting period that feels really uncomfortable. The Hanged Man is also about seeing things from a new perspective, but it is usually not a voluntary process. This card suggests that this person is going to be put in a position where they have no choice but to reflect on their behavior and their choices. Maybe they will face consequences that force them to step back and really look at the pattern of how they have been treating people. Maybe they will experience something that humbles them so completely that they cannot avoid self-reflection anymore. What I am getting strongly here is that while you are moving forward, Gemini, this person is going to be stuck. And that stagnation is going to be incredibly frustrating for them, especially because they are going to be able to see you continuing to progress. Imagine how that is going to feel for someone whose whole issue was jealousy about your advancement. They are going to be frozen in place, watching you move further and further ahead, and there will be nothing they can do about it. The Hanged Man can also indicate a sacrifice, and in this case, I am seeing that this person is going to have to sacrifice their ego and their false image. The person they have been pretending to be, confident, successful, unbothered, that mask is going to slip, and people are going to see who they really are underneath. That sacrifice of their carefully constructed image is going to be really painful for them, because so much of their identity has been wrapped up in how others perceive them. For some of you watching this, the Hanged Man might indicate that this person will try to reach out to you during this stuck period. They might attempt to reconnect, maybe with an apology that is not really genuine, or with a sob story trying to get your sympathy. Gemini, the cards are advising you to be very cautious if this happens. The Hanged Man can sometimes indicate manipulation through martyrdom, playing the victim to get back into your good graces so they can gather information or find new ways to interfere with your life. All right, I need to pull another card because I want to see what is being protected in your life while all of this karma is unfolding. The Four of Pentacles appeared, and this is interesting. The Four of Pentacles is about security, protection of resources, and maintaining boundaries around what you have built. This card showing up tells me that while this person's karma plays out, you are being guided to protect your energy, your resources, and your peace. The Four of Pentacles is sometimes seen as a card about being too controlling or holding on too tightly. But in this context, it is actually advising you to be protective of what is yours. This is not the time to be overly generous with people who have not shown they can be trusted. This is not the time to share your plans, your strategies, or your vulnerabilities with people who might use that information against you. The universe is literally telling you to hold your cards close to your chest right now. What I am seeing specifically is that you need to be protective of your financial information and your professional strategies. If this jealous person or anyone in their circle asks you about your income, your business plans, your next career move, keep that information private. The Four of Pentacles is warning that there are still people who would love to know your methods, so they can either copy you or find ways to interfere. This card is also about establishing firm boundaries. And Gemini, this is so important right now. You need to be clear about who has access to you and who does not. If this person tries to re-enter your life, whether directly or through mutual friends, the Four of Pentacles is advising you to maintain your boundaries. You do not owe anyone access to you, especially not someone who has demonstrated jealous and undermining behavior. The Four of Pentacles is also indicating that you should be focusing on building your own security and stability right now, rather than worrying about what is happening with this person's karma. While it is validating to know that justice is being served, your energy is better spent on fortifying your own position. Make sure your finances are solid, make sure your professional reputation is protected, make sure your emotional well-being is prioritized. What is really important about the Four of Pentacles here is that it is showing stability in your material world while chaos is happening in theirs. You have something solid to hold on to. You have built something real. And this card is telling you to value that, protect that, and not take it for granted. While they are losing their grip on the stability they pretended to have, you are being advised to appreciate and safeguard the genuine security you have created. Let me pull another card because I want to see what message Spirit has for you about moving forward from all of this. The Tower just came out, and Gemini, I know this card can look scary, but in this context, it is actually really positive for you. The Tower represents sudden change, the collapse of false structures, and revelations that change everything. But this card is not about your life falling apart. It is about the false narrative this person built about you finally crumbling. The Tower is telling me that there is going to be a moment, and it might come soon, where the truth about this person's character and their behavior comes to light in a way that is undeniable. This is not going to be a subtle revelation. This is going to be a moment where people who believed their lies about you or who did not realize what they were doing suddenly see the truth with complete clarity. What I am seeing is that this person might make a mistake that exposes their pattern of behavior. Maybe they will underestimate someone and try the same jealous tactics they used on you, but this time with someone who will not stay quiet about it. Maybe their own insecurity will cause them to overplay their hand in a situation and people will finally see through them. Whatever happens, the Tower indicates it will be sudden, and there will be no way for them to spin it or recover from it easily. The Tower is also about the collapse of ego, and for this jealous person, their inflated sense of self is going to come crashing down. They have been operating with this belief that they are superior, that they are untouchable, that they can manipulate situations and people will always believe them. But the Tower says that foundation is built on lies and it cannot stand. The collapse is inevitable, and when it happens, it is going to be swift and complete. For you, Gemini, the Tower represents liberation. When the truth comes out about this person, you are going to feel this weight lift off your shoulders. People who might have questioned you or who sided with this person will suddenly understand what you have been dealing with. Your reputation will be cleared in a way that you do not even have to defend yourself. The truth will defend you. The Tower can also indicate that your entire perspective on this situation is going to shift dramatically. Right now, you might still have some confusion about why this person acted the way they did, or you might have moments of self-doubt, wondering if you did something to deserve their treatment. But when the Tower moment happens, you are going to see the situation with such clarity that all those doubts will vanish. You will understand that this was never about you. It was always about their own issues, and you will be free from any emotional hold this situation had on you. Now let me pull one more card because I want to see what the ultimate outcome of all of this is for you specifically. The Lovers just appeared, and Gemini, this is beautiful. After everything you have been through with this jealous person, after all the mockery and sabotage and negativity, the universe is bringing you into an energy of harmony, authentic connection, and aligned choices. The Lovers card is about important decisions and choosing what is truly right for you. This card appearing as your outcome tells me that you are moving into a phase where you are surrounded by people who genuinely love and support you. The contrast between the jealous energy you have been dealing with and the authentic love that is coming your way is going to be so stark that you will wonder how you ever tolerated that toxic behavior. For those of you who are single, the Lovers might indicate a beautiful romantic connection coming in, someone who celebrates your success rather than feeling threatened by it. someone who is secure enough in themselves that your shine only makes them happy. This is going to be such a healing experience after dealing with jealous energy. But the Lovers is not just about romance. This card is also about soul-aligned friendships, business partnerships, and collaborations with people who share your values. You are moving into a community of people who operate with integrity, who want to see each other win, who understand that there is enough success for everyone. After experiencing the energy of someone who saw you as competition, you are about to understand what it feels like to be part of a team where everyone genuinely supports each other. The Lovers also represents making choices from a place of self-love and self-respect. Part of your outcome here is that you are developing such strong boundaries and such clear standards for who gets to be in your life that you will never tolerate jealous, toxic behavior again. You are learning to choose yourself, to choose your peace, to choose relationships that add to your life rather than drain from it. What is really powerful about the Lovers as your final outcome is that it shows you are entering a phase of alignment. Everything in your life is going to start clicking into place. The right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances, all aligning, because you have cleared out the toxic energy and made space for genuine blessings. While that jealous person is dealing with their karma, you are stepping into your destiny, and that destiny is filled with love, support, success, and authentic connections. So Gemini, let me bring all of this together for you. You have been dealing with someone whose jealousy caused them to mock you, to undermine you, to try to push you out of spaces where you were thriving. But what the cards are making absolutely clear is that their behavior has set in motion a karmic response that they are not going to be able to escape. They are losing the very things they were jealous of you having. They are facing a period of stagnation and forced reflection while you continue to move forward. The truth about their character is going to be revealed in a way that validates everything you experienced. And while all of that unfolds, you are moving into an energy of authentic love, support, and alignment with people and opportunities that truly value you. The universe has been watching everything. Every slight, every act of sabotage, every jealous comment, it has all been noted. And now that same universe is orchestrating justice in a way that is going to shock this person. They thought they could dim your light without consequences. They thought their mockery would hold you back. But instead, they have only illuminated the contrast between your authentic growth and their hollow pretenses. Your job now, Gemini, is to protect your energy, maintain your boundaries, and continue focusing on your own path. Do not get distracted by watching their downfall. Do not waste your energy on revenge or trying to expose them. The universe is handling that for you. Your focus should be on embracing the beautiful connections and opportunities that are coming your way, on celebrating how far you have come, and on continuing to build the life you deserve. If you felt called to this reading, it is because you needed confirmation that what you experienced was real, that you were not imagining the jealousy and sabotage, and that justice is coming. Trust what the cards have shown. Trust that the universe is working in your favor. And most importantly, trust yourself to never again accept treatment from anyone that makes you question your worth or your accomplishments. Thank you so much for being here for this reading. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment and let me know if you have been dealing with jealous energy and how you are choosing to move forward. And remember, your growth is not diminished by anyone's jealousy. If anything, their jealousy is just proof that you are doing something right. Keep shining, Gemini. Keep rising. The universe has your back, and better things are already on their way to you.